Now, it's an awkward way of speaking there, teach otherwise, that one single word. What? Teach otherwise than what was taught. The what I'm teaching you here. Up to this point, and certainly the immediate point, verses 1 through 2, about servants submitting to their masters. The entirety of the epistle thus far taught about submission to church officers earlier on, taught about handling of widows, and other matters as well. All these things are supposed to be taught and dealt with, and they should not be teaching contrary or otherwise to these things. But more broadly, Paul simply describes the otherwise as, and does not consent to wholesome words. The word there, consent, ranges from approach, to associate with, or in a religious context often, to approach a deity, as we see in Hebrews 10:1, to specifically being occupied with a matter, such as a devout, or to accede, to agree with. So since the matter before Timothy, of course, is of divine origin with respect to the church and how we ought to behave and act within the church, as he wrote earlier, clearly here it is not just consent and the idea of, well, okay, sure, I agree with that, but to embrace it, to be devoted to God and His truth, and being occupied in these matters. And certainly a pastor ought to be occupied in these matters. I mean, that's his job. This is Timothy's job.